Hey, SouthRidge, Pastor Brent here with COVID update number 9. And as soon as I say that, you know the only thing that comes to my mind? Mambo number 9. And I have no idea why. And so now you're going to be, for those of you who know that song, are going to be thinking that in your head. But I can't believe it's been 9 updates already. And before I jump into some of our announcements and things I want to just draw your attention to, just want to wish all our moms a very happy Mother's Day, even in the midst of this hard time. And I hope that you'll be able to spend some time with your family, especially for those moms who haven't seen their family for a number of weeks or who haven't even been able to hug their family for a number of weeks. That I know would be a huge blessing on this weekend. And speaking of Mother's Day dads, if you haven't seen it, we dropped a blog on Wednesday that just gives you an idea, a creative idea to do something with your kids that would give your wife an awesome little Our Family Rocks craft gift idea. And so check it out on our website. For those of you who didn't or aren't paying attention to the news, our premier did a press conference on Wednesday that outlined the 4-phase plan that BC has in order to bring us back to normality. And he announced that in the middle of May, we will be moving into phase 2. And there's a number of things with phase 2 that they shared. And although the press conference and even some of the subsequent material that they've sent out, none of it mentions churches in it. There's a few things that we can glean from it and help us make decisions. And so in phase 2, we believe that there will be some loosening that we can do, and this will mostly affect our community groups and our small groups. And so we have sent out a letter to our leaders, just telling them what our expectations are and how much freedom we believe we would have starting with phase 2 in the middle of May. And then phase 3 hopefully will come in June. And they didn't really give a lot of detail of what phase 3 looks like, at least not enough for us to make any concrete plans as a church. And so we will have to wait as we get closer to June to see what they may do in phase 3. I will say this, unless they lift the cap of having 50 people gather, it will be really hard to do any changes to our current Sunday morning program and model. And so in saying that, because even phase 2, we will not be able to have in-person gathering on Sunday morning. I'm just letting you know, of course, that for the rest of May, we will continue with online church, hopefully gathering at the same time at 10 in the morning and being able to be together virtually. A couple of things as we go through this. Thoughts that I've had over the last couple of weeks, conversations I've had. God has been working, continues to work in incredible ways. For some of you who've been on social media, you may have seen the Hello Church social media ad pop up in your feed. And that's just an ad that a number of us churches in Langley have gotten together and are just there to encourage people who need help to come to us for help. And over the last couple of weeks, we've seen over 50 families in the Langley area respond to that. And our churches in the Langley area respond to those 50 families, helping them out in many ways, and including our church being part of that. And we can do that because of the generosity that God has instilled in your hearts. And so thank you for giving. I just want to give you an update on our benevolence fund. We have received over $20,000 over the last few weeks, and we've used a third of that to bless families, bless individuals who are in need. And so thank you for that, and we're in a healthy position to be ready to meet any need that comes to us. So thanks once again, church, for being obedient and being generous. And I leave you with this, one really cool story. I was in conversation with someone this week, and they were sharing that even during this tough time, they have had to go into their office and be part of a larger workplace. And they shared with me that they actually had a great conversation with someone about Jesus. And they ended up leading that person to the Lord. They prayed with them and led them to Jesus. Isn't that amazing? Even during this time, our mission still stands. We still love God, change this world one life at a time. I'm so proud of what our church is doing. I'm so proud of what our leaders are doing. I'm so proud of you. Continue to trust in Jesus. Continue to do the things He calls you to do. And I look forward to this Sunday as we talk about Jesus being the Good Shepherd. Have a great week, SouthRidge.